MASH evolved a lot throughout its early seasons, but one original character had to go to fully complete its transformation. This classic sitcom had to drop the bad language and gore of Robert Altman's 1970 movie, but it still became one of the most grown-up shows on television. MASH ran for 11 seasons in total, which saw it shake off the traditional sitcom format to become a medical drama that happened to be funny. It also broke the mold in many ways, such as killing off a major character like Henry Blake. MASH's mixture of laughter and drama was groundbreaking for the time, though CBS was initially against the move towards a more dramatic tone. In addition to the series evolving, the main characters changed over time too. Loretta Swit's Margaret "Hot Lips" Houlihan transformed from the humorless, one-note villain of early years to more of a fleshed-out character. Alan Alda's Hawkeye may have remained a high-energy goofball. MASH had to lose Major Frank Burns to complete its dramedy transformation. Larry Linville's ferret face was incapable of changing with the show. By the time MASH's 5th season rolled around, its tragicomic tone had largely been set. Classic episodes like Abyssinia, Henry, or The Interview had aired, and it wasn't afraid to get dark when the story required it. One key character who didn't evolve in any meaningful way was Larry Linville's Major Burns, the ranking surgeon of the 4077th. He was such a cartoonish creation that by MASH Season 5, Burns didn't fit in with the more grounded sensibility of the series. Given his sheer wealth of faults, it was hard to think of ways he could even be redeemed, or made to feel like a normal human being. Burns was a great comic foil for Hawkeye, Trapper and Co., but he felt out of place in later seasons. For MASH to finish its dramedy transformation, he needed to go. It was Larry Linville's decision to exit MASH following Season 5. The actor had grown tired of the unlikable Major Burns. When Linville first signed on, he agreed to a 5-season contract. By the end of MASH's 5th year he was offered another 2 seasons, but the actor decided to reject this and move on to other projects. Given Frank's own stubborn resistance to change, it would have been tricky to develop the character in any meaningful way either. Frank Burns didn't get a goodbye storyline on MASH and simply disappeared between seasons 5 and 6 of the show. According to writer Ken Levine on his blog, there was a concentrated effort to tempt Linville back for a special episode to open Season 6. This was to give the character a proper farewell, but despite being offered a lot of money, Linville passed. Levine claims this was also because the actor was going through a bitter divorce at the time, and didn't want his ex-wife to get half his fee. Frank Burns' MASH exit was surprisingly emotional. The Major was humanized right before his farewell. Loretta Swit as Margaret Houlihan and Larry Linville as Frank Burns in MASH. MASH gave little glimpses into Frank's humanity, but he was often played as the buffoon. His affair with Margaret was a recurring story throughout the early years, though when his wife eventually found out and demanded a divorce, their romance was doomed. Margaret's engagement in the episode of the same name ruled out any chance of a reconciliation between her and Burns, which saw Frank unravel throughout Season 5.